everyone, welcome back to Stella Rose Bella, where I talk about the latest Asian drama, music, and shows. Today I want to talk about my first impression of 十二封信, 12 letters. So let's get into it. So first off, we have the cast. We have the parents and the children. So the parents we have are Wang Ying Lu, who plays Ye Haitang, and then we have Zhou Yi Ran, who plays Tang Yixun. They're the parents, but they did not get married. Their characters did not get married. Okay, and then we have the children, Zheng Huizi, who plays Yu Nian, and we have Ren Youlun, who plays Shen Cheng. So these are the children. So Yu Nian is Tang Yixun, the male lead's daughter, not biological daughter. Spoiler alert. And Cheng, who is also Ye Haitang's son. So these are the children. So in this drama, I'm sure all y'all know, there are two different timelines. So that's very clear from the beginning. There is a 1991 timeline and there is a 2026 timeline. So the past and the future. So in this drama, we meet the parents who are like high school seniors, that, their side of the story. And then we have the children who are in the 2026 timeline who are looking for their parents. Mailbox number 2 is in 1991, and the mailbox number 3 is in the 2026 timeline. Ye Haitang and Tang Yixun, how did they, interacted with this mailbox? What was their first encounter? And why is it that they get to use this mailbox and communicate with the people in the future? So I feel like that's one thing. So you first see them interacting with this old guy who's collecting cardboard stuff, and there's a cat, and there is a mailbox in his wagon. And I guess the reason why they get that power, they get to use that mailbox, is probably because they both helped the old guy in different times. And I guess the cat I feel is also the key to having the mailbox work, because I feel if the cat wasn't there, the mailbox wouldn't work. That's how I feel when I was watching the drama. That's my theory of it, and that's the reason why I guess the cat was oh, you good people, you helped me, so I guess I'll help y'all back. So if y'all watch these different timeline dramas before, that there's always some surprising information that you don't find out in the first episode, in that episode, and then later you find you're oh, this is the truth. So throughout when Yu Nian was trying to find her dad, she finds out that her dad, Tang Yixun, is not her biological dad. Her real dad actually died in prison, and that's how her Tang Yixun and her dad met. So that was I was whoa. And throughout this whole story, you find out the parents' side, what they went through as a teenager. And I guess in some way throughout this drama, after I finished watching it, one thing that I feel for the kids is that since we can communicate with our parents from in the past, we can prevent stuff from happening. And if we prevent those stuff from happening, changing the past, the future will also change, meaning I may not exist today, the children are maybe I'll never have met my dad, and then as for the dude, Shen Cheng, he's maybe I would not exist, So I feel that's one thing, and also the children finding out that what they went through when they were younger, it's do you sacrifice your life for them? But we see in the future what happens to the parents, both of them pass away, and I feel you've known them your whole life in some way, and you're if I could change the past and everything, and I've known them for my whole life and I know how it ends for them, like currently in this timeline, I'm like, yeah, I would, like them, I would also sacrifice. So towards the end of the drama, you find that there was an Easter egg, and there, if you look closely, there is a mailbox number 4, and you also see a cat in Yunian's room and also in near the new mailbox. And the person taking the mail is Shen Cheng, based on like the back and everything, even though he's facing, his back is facing the audience, the camera. And for me, I feel like because they changed the past and they have a new timeline now, and based on the letter that the parents wrote back to them, they're like, oh, like, Tang Yixun didn't kill anyone. Yeah, Tang's like, I'm also going to college. We're leaving the town. This is our probably most likely our last, letter to y'all and everything. And so I was like, oh, they changed the past. And like, I think like one thing that Shen Cheng and Yu Nian were sort of worried about is like, well, first is if Shen Cheng will exist. And I feel like that's one question that someone asked me on TikTok is, who is Shen Cheng's father? So Shen Cheng's father, I feel like, for me personally, how I interpret it is, even though his last name is Shen, and we know that they have a classmate, like Haitang, they have a classmate also, the last name is Shen. And we found out that, like, this classmate of theirs doesn't like Haitang. That classmate likes someone else. No matter who, like, Haitang, like, is married to or whatever, I feel like Shen Cheng will exist somehow because of Haitang. Like, she is like really the reason why he exists. I feel like the dad is like whoever, but he will be here. I don't know, that's how I interpreted it. And then another thing is Shen Cheng was saying like nobody will remember me, but Yunyan's like, I will remember you. I will remember everything that we went through and all this. And you see that she wakes up and she's crying, and she does remember him. And so I just feel like they will somehow meet again. That is what I have to say about this drama. I feel like this drama is one of my favorite dramas of the year, with Xian Yu, when Destiny brings the demon. That's also Wang Ying Lu's other drama. If y'all haven't checked it out, y'all should go check it out. I really like that drama, and I also like this drama as well. It's really like refreshing to see a story like this. And yeah, so anyways, let me know what y'all think of this drama, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.